Good morning. Attention pensioners across the United Kingdom. If you are currently receiving the state pension, pension credit, or any form of benefit support from the Department for Work and Pensions, you need to pause whatever you are doing and pay close attention to this message. As we move into the month of September in the year 2026, a major wave of government policy shifts, payment schedule adjustments, and crucial financial deadlines is officially taking effect. Some of these updates could put hundreds of extra pounds into your pocket before winter arrives, while others could quietly trigger unexpected tax bills or energy cost surges if you take your eye off the ball. Today, we are breaking down every single rule change, every date you must mark on your calendar, and the exact steps you need to take right now to protect your household budget across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that many pensioners could be eligible for a new extra support payment of £200. If you have not heard about this yet, I have left detailed information from an official source in the comments below the video. Make sure to check it out. And now, let us move on to the topic of today's video. First on our urgent checklist for September 2026 is a major shake-up in household energy costs that every single older person in Britain needs to prepare for immediately. The official energy regulator, Ofgem, has updated the national energy price cap, setting the average annual bill for households on a standard dual-fuel direct debit tariff to £1,862. That represents a sharp rise of 13% compared to previous months. For millions of retirees living on fixed incomes, a 13% surge in gas and electricity unit rates is a serious financial blow right on the eve of autumn and winter. Gas unit prices are moving to 7.33 pence per kilowatt hour, while electricity is set at 26.11 pence per kilowatt hour. On top of that, daily standing charges remain stubbornly high at around 57 pence per day for electricity and 29 pence per day for gas, meaning you are paying almost 86 pence every single day just to stay connected to the grid before you even turn on a light bulb or switch on the kettle. Why is this particularly urgent during the month of September? Because September is your final window of opportunity to take control of your energy costs before the cold weather sets in. If you are on a standard variable tariff, energy suppliers will automatically adjust your monthly payments or billing rates. If you do not submit accurate gas and electricity meter readings before the new pricing period kicks in, your energy provider might estimate your usage based on higher rates, leaving you overcharged by tens or even hundreds of pounds. Take a physical photo of your gas and electricity meters in late September. Submit those numbers directly through your supplier's official application or website and keep a written log in your home. Furthermore, this is the exact time of year to check whether you qualify for the Warm Home Discount Scheme, which provides a one-off rebate of £150 credited directly to your electricity bill during the colder months. Do not wait for energy company to contact you. Reach out to them in September to verify that your account details and vulnerable customer status are fully updated on their priority services register. That brings us directly to our second major topic, and this one is an absolute bombshell for anyone concerned about heating their home this winter. The strict qualifying window for the winter fuel payment and pension credit. Following the major policy restructuring introduced by the government, the annual winter fuel payment, worth up to £300, depending on your age and household circumstances, is no longer paid automatically to every individual over state pension age. Instead, it is strictly means-tested and linked to specific qualifying benefits, primarily pension credit. What many people do not realise is that the official qualifying week for determining who gets the winter fuel payment takes place during the middle of September 2026. If you are not claiming pension credit or another eligible benefit during that precise qualifying week, or if you do not submit a backdated claim in time, you risk losing out on that crucial £300 of winter support entirely. Here is the most frustrating part of this situation. Official government figures show that over 800,000 eligible pensioners across Great Britain are currently failing to claim pension credit. That means nearly 1 million older citizens are leaving billions of pounds of unclaimed money sitting in Treasury coffers every single year. Pension credit is often referred to as a gateway benefit because securing it does far more than just topping up your weekly income. Under the updated rates for 2026, pension credit guarantees a minimum weekly income of £238 for single pensioners and £363.25 for couples. But that is only the beginning. Once you're awarded pension credit, you automatically become eligible for the £300 winter fuel payment, free prescription charges in England, a free television licence if you are age 75 or over, substantial discounts on your council tax, and direct help with housing costs or water bills. If your total weekly income is slightly above the threshold, you might assume you cannot get anything. But even a pension credit award of just £1 per week unlocks the entire suite of secondary benefits worth thousands of pounds every single year. If you have not checked your entitlement recently, call the official pension credit helpline or use the government calculation tool before the end of September. Remember, pension credit claims can usually be backdated for up to 3 months, provided you met the eligibility criteria throughout that period, making September the most vital month of the year to get your application submitted. Now, let us turn our attention to payment schedules because the late August bank holiday creates a ripple effect that extends right into early September. If your state pension, pension credit, attendance allowance, or personal independence payment was due to land in your bank account on the final Monday of August, the Department for Work and Pensions processed that money early on the preceding Friday. While receiving your money early sounds like great news, it creates a dangerous trap that catches out thousands of pensioners every single year. When your payment arrives early in late August, the gap between that payment and your next scheduled payment in September becomes longer than usual, extending to 5 full weeks instead of the standard 4. If you spend that money too quickly in late August, you may find your bank account completely empty by the first or second week of September, leaving you struggling to cover essential grocery bills, prescription costs, or direct debits. Check your bank statement carefully to identify the exact date your last Department for Work and Pensions payment arrived. Calculate your standing orders for September and adjust your weekly spending budget so you do not run short before your next payment date arrives in September. Our fourth major headline involves a hidden financial squeeze that is quietly hitting millions of British pensioners this autumn. The ongoing frozen tax thresholds enforced by Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, widely known as fiscal drag. This is a topic that government ministers rarely talk about in detail, but its real-world impact on older citizens is massive. Following the annual state pension uprating under the triple lock mechanism, the full new state pension stands at £241.30 per week, which equates to £12,548 per year. Meanwhile, the full basic state pension under the pre-2026 rules stands at £184.90 per week, totalling £9,614.80 annually. On the surface, receiving a higher weekly pension sounds wonderful, but here is the catch. The personal tax-free allowance has been frozen solid by the government at £12,570 per year. Look at those two numbers side by side. The full new state pension of £12,548 per year leaves a razor-thin gap of just £22 before you hit the tax-free limit of £12,570. If you receive even a tiny private pension of £2 a month, a modest workplace annuity, or a small amount of savings interest, your total annual income will instantly cross that £12,570 line. Once you exceed that threshold, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs will tax every single pound of additional income at the basic rate of 20%. Millions of pensioners who have never had to deal with tax forms or tax bills in their entire lives are now receiving formal letters from the tax office informing them that they owe money or that their tax code has been adjusted. During September, as tax adjustments for the midpoint of the financial year are calculated, check your tax coding notice from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs very carefully. If you receive a letter stating that your private pension is being taxed, or that you owe tax on your state pension, verify that the income figures used by the tax authority are completely accurate. Do not pay tax on money you never actually received. Moving on to our fifth crucial topic for September 2026, we must address the major legislative and operational changes surrounding Department for Work and Pensions compliance, benefit verification, and bank account monitoring. The government has granted expanded oversight powers to compliance officers aiming to tackle fraud, error, and overpayments across the social security system. While these measures are primarily targeted at organized fraud and serious overpayments, they impact anyone receiving means-tested benefits, including pension credit, housing benefit, and council tax support. Under these guidelines, financial institutions may be required to share automated data alerts with the Department for Work and Pensions if a claimant's total capital or savings balance exceeds official statutory limits over a sustained period. For pensioners on pension credit, the primary rule to keep in mind is the capital limit of £10,000. Any savings or capital you hold above £10,000 will affect the amount of pension credit you receive, calculated as a deemed weekly income of £1 for every £500 of savings above that threshold. If your savings temporarily exceed £10,000, perhaps due to a backdated benefit payment, an inheritance, or the sale of an asset, you are legally required to report that change of circumstances to the Department for Work and Pensions without delay. Failing to report changes in capital can result in benefit suspensions, mandatory overpayment recovery, or civil penalties. To protect yourself in September, review all your bank accounts, building society passbooks, and premium bond holdings. Ensure that your reported savings figures match your actual balances. Keep physical copies of your bank statements and notify the Department for Work and Pensions immediately if your circumstances change. Honesty and transparency are your absolute best defense against unexpected benefit reviews or payment freezes. Our sixth topic concerns the ongoing statutory shift in the state pension age across the United Kingdom. As part of the phased schedule established by legislation, the state pension age is gradually rising from 66 to 67 between 2026 and 2028. If you were born between the 6th of April 1960 and the 5th of April 1961, your official state pension age is shifting, meaning you will have to wait longer than previous generations before claiming your state pension. This delay places enormous financial pressure on individuals in their early to mid-60s who may have retired early due to health conditions, caring responsibilities, or redundancy. If you are currently in your early 60s and approaching pension age, September is the ideal time to request an official state pension forecast from the government's online portal or via telephone. Your forecast will state the exact date you reach state pension age, the estimated weekly amount you will receive based on your current national insurance record, and whether you have any missing qualifying years. To receive the full new state pension of £241.30 per week, you generally need 35 full qualifying years of national insurance contributions or credits. If your record shows gaps, you can currently pay voluntary Class 3 national insurance contributions to plug those missing years and significantly boost your retirement income for life. Spending a few £100s now to buy back missing years can yield thousands of pounds in extra pension payments over your retirement, making it one of the single best financial investments available to British citizens today. Now, let us bring all of this together into a clear, step-by-step September 2026 action plan that every British pensioner should follow over the coming days. Step number 1. Take control of your energy bills. On or around the final days of September, take clear readings of your electricity and gas meters and submit them immediately to your energy company. Verify if you are on their priority services register and confirm your eligibility for the £150 warm home discount. Step number 2, check your eligibility for pension credit immediately. Do not assume you are earning too much or that you do not qualify. Contact the Department for Work and Pensions helpline or use an online benefit calculator before the end of September. Securing pension credit ensures you will not miss out on the £300 winter fuel payment and unlocks thousands of pounds in additional support. Step number 3, review your tax coding notice from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, with the frozen £12,570 personal allowance pushing millions of pensioners into the 20% tax bracket. Check whether your tax code is correct and ensure you are not being overtaxed on your private pension or savings. Step number 4, audit your bank accounts and savings balances. If you claim means-tested support like pension credit or housing benefit, ensure your total capital stays compliant with the £10,000 threshold and report any significant changes directly to the Department for Work and Pensions to avoid unexpected account audits or benefit suspensions. Step number 5. Request a state pension forecast if you have not yet reached pension age. Check for missing national insurance years, investigate voluntary contribution options, and confirm your precise retirement date as the state pension age transition towards 67 continues. The landscape for British pensioners in September 2026 is changing rapidly. While rising energy bills and frozen tax thresholds present real financial hurdles, thousands of pounds in unclaimed support, energy rebates and pension top-ups are waiting for those who take proactive action today. Do not leave your financial security to chance or assume the government will automatically send you what you are owed. Take 10 minutes this week to check your accounts, submit your claims, and ensure your home is fully prepared for the upcoming winter season. Thank you so much for watching today's update. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button below, share this video with friends, family, and neighbors who need to stay informed, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for continuous trustworthy news on UK Pensions, Department for Work and Pensions updates, and senior entitlements. Do not forget to check the pinned comment below for the detailed guide on extra support payments, and drop a comment letting us know your thoughts on these September changes. Stay safe, stay informed, and I will see you in the next video.